I'm a Texas attorney, so anything that I discuss on this TikTok only applies to Texas, except for today. It applies to everybody. It applies to everybody in California, Kansas, Kentucky, wherever you are, because today we're going to talk about the deadbeat baby daddies, okay? And I know, I got to tell you guys what a deadbeat baby daddy is, okay? So, a deadbeat baby daddy is a father who provided his sperm to make a child, but then he abandoned the child.
Just because you had a deadbeat father doesn't mean you have to turn out to be a deadbeat father.
A deadbeat baby daddy is a daddy who has a new wife or a new girlfriend and takes care of the new wife and the new girlfriend's children, but doesn't take care of his own. A baby daddy, aka a sperm donor, is... I have no words for you. I would tell you to step up, but I'm sure your child's mother has already told you to step up.
Yo, this is an attorney, so you don't want her against you, bro. Let's go.
So, rather than talking to the deadbeat baby daddies, we're going to talk to the mothers, the moms who play mom and dad. This video...
All right, so I hope you're holding them accountable, like an older black woman should hold the younger ones accountable, and I hope you're not just giving them some rah-rah advice. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see if you're giving some ray advice or if you're holding them accountable. Let's go. Deadbeat who and deadbeat what? All right, let's go.
The child.
Just because you had a deadbeat father doesn't mean you have to turn out to be a deadbeat father.
A deadbeat baby daddy is a daddy who has a new wife or a new girlfriend and takes care of the new wife and the new girlfriend's children, but doesn't take care of his own. A baby daddy, aka a sperm donor, is... I have no words for you. I would tell you to step up, but I'm sure your child's mother has already told you to step up. So, rather than talking to the deadbeat baby daddies, we're going to talk to the mothers, the moms who play mom and dad. This video is for you.
I didn't have a father. From about 5 to 18, I seen my father like 5, maybe 6 times that I can recall. From my memory.
Is stop saying you don't need his child support, because I know you don't need his child support, but the kids do. And so let's talk about how you can take that child support money and start a college fund, save up for a car, start your kids a business. I mean, even
do your nails, get your hair did, pay for that outfit, get your new chain with the pendant on it, take care of some man. There's a lot you're doing with the man's baby mother money.
You can take the child support money and pay for the peewee fees because you're junior playing football and Lou is on the cheerleading team. You can buy her uniforms. There's so many different things that you can do with that child support check.
What is the difference between a woman that wants to be a wife versus a woman that just wants a husband?
Okay, before we get into that, yo, this lady saying all these things that she can do with the child support money, and I mean,
even you can take the child support money and pay for the peewee fees because you're...
I just don't believe her. You actually believe her? I feel like she's using that money for herself. She's using that money for her nails. She's using that money for everything except for the actual child. So I don't know exactly, but all the men who have ever been in a situation where you're sending out your money to the baby mama and she's using it, you know she's not using it all on the child. Let's hear from you in the comments section, yo. All right, shout out to Shinehead, the background music there, yo. Check this out, people. This lady is explaining the difference of being a wife and just wanting to be...
The difference between a woman that wants to be a wife versus a woman that just wants a husband.
You know what? I think most of us are bred to just want a husband.
Nowadays, yes. But you know our parents, right? And our grandparents, right? They were grown, not bred, grown to be a wife. What's the difference? It's not funny.
Whereas to be groomed and trained to be a wife means to understand how to respect masculine energy.
One thing you can't do is you cannot make a man be there who does not want to be there. So you hit him in his pockets because you did not create that baby alone, okay? And I know y'all about to say, I got child support and he not paying. So it's time for you to file an enforcement.
I feel like we live in a weak generation where things get hard and people immediately are like, oh, I quit, this is too hard. And that's like, it's never going to hinder you the result you want. If you keep quitting, it's to be groomed as a wife means it's compassion, it's longevity. That's where marriage starts.
How can you build a solid foundation for a relationship if there's no accountability? You might as well build your house on quicksand.
Okay, so you done know already. The kryptonite to all women is the word accountability. What's wrong with you ladies, yo? We are all accountable as adults.
It's not gonna work. So my advice to you is this. So when you come across a woman who refuses to take responsibility for her actions, and she can't admit when she's wrong, don't look past it. Don't ignore it, because I promise you, it's only a matter of time before that lack of accountability destroy your relationships, and you're gonna find yourself right back where you started. You want a woman who's willing to own her mistakes, learn from them, and grow as a person. So don't settle for anything else. Hold out for a woman who's mature enough to take responsibility for her actions.
Because if he's not paying his child support and he's thousands of dollars behind on his child support, it's time for you to get their driver's license suspended. It's time for you to get the passport suspended. Because I know he went to Mexico last week and ain't
Hey, forget about the man's Mexico trip. What if he's driving and that's his job and you get the license suspended? How does he contribute to the child support? How does he contribute to his child if you make him lose his job? Let's take away his driver's license. What if that stops his ability to go to work, yo? Like, are you down to help your child or you just want to throw down the man? This woman is a lawyer. Get out of the profession, girl. Out.
paid you a dime.
When you get married, you say, I do, it starts. Whereas other people, it's like, when you get married, I made it. No, you didn't make it. You hate that man. You hate that woman. Y'all can't stand each other. You don't care enough to not disrespect each other or call
and the work just started when you got married.
each other out of your own name. You don't care enough to not want to sleep on opposite sides of the bed when there's a problem. You don't care enough to have the hard conversation so that you can move together more powerfully. That's just to have a husband. True. But when you want to be a wife, things are different, in my opinion.
That was just to have a husband.
It's time to level up. It's time to do what you need to do to put.
This is the message that they send, to level up, do what you need to do. Don't worry about it. It's your body, your choice, all that kind of stuff. And look at the right-hand side of the screen. What ends up happening to women that do all that?
Their children in a better position, and they're going to thank you in the long run. So, as you guys know, if you have a family issue, give me a call and let me fix it.
No. That would be a big NO.
Really, the whole hold women accountable movement is self-serving to men.
Ladies, despair not, because we have the SIMPs that will defend you until the end. The SIMPs will defend you until the end.
Accountable movement is self-serving to men. If we hold women accountable, break down what they expect from a relationship, get them to settle their standards, what that does is make the unqualified man now a good suitor for a woman we have broken down and made it seem like she's unfit to be a wife, so she should settle for your bum ass self. That's what the whole hold women accountable movement is for.
That is absolutely not true. Holding women accountable, we don't want to do it. Women should be holding other women accountable. Women should be holding them damn self accountable. We're all grown adults. Why should I have to hold you accountable? Do you not know what you said was wrong, or you said it in an aggressive tone and you're trying to catch a man's reaction, and when you get that reaction, you talk about feelings? You turn around and talk about feelings? Hold yourself accountable. Don't listen to simps like that guy that just spoke. I'm going to play another clip from him. I idiot that. Fool that. Go on.
Accept accountability and would rather cry, walk away, walk out the room, block his number, whatever. Because we rather do that than take accountability.
You ain't worth shit because you got kids. So take my ain't shit ass. Quit thinking you can do better because you've changed, because you've grown, because you bring things to the table. You got 2 kids, so you should take my bummy ass, because ain't no high value man gonna want you. I'm holding you accountable. They break your standards and what you expect, even in a healthy sense, from a man. Now you accept toxic ass men like this.
This is the...
This guy practiced to be a simp. He practiced.
part men don't understand. Attention is attention. Attention is attention. So whether it's good attention, whether it's bad attention, as long as we are the center of it, it doesn't really matter.
That's true.
With that emotional spiraling, it's because it gets us attention.
Women, and let's be honest, can we blame women for walking in the conditions that we have all created through the patriarchy?
No, we showed. Now here is a woman looking like a man. This bumble right here. Listen to what he just said. You heard what he said, right? I'm going to let him finish, and I'm not going to cuss him out yet. Let him finish. Go ahead.
Let's be honest, can we blame women for walking in the conditions that we have all created through the patriarchy? No, we showed it. If you have a son, your son falls down.
Okay.
It's get up, don't cry.
Yep.
Your daughter falls down. The first you do is grab her. Who pushed you, poo-poo? I'll watch it. Okay. And she fell on her own, but your first thing is who pushed you, and then they cry, so-and-so.
And now your knee is skinned, so your knees aren't perfect anymore, and it's like you're not going to look good anymore. You're going to be perfect.
Well, he's going to say a valid point, but at the end of the day, I hate that taking my talk.
How often do we really hold them accountable?
It's very rare.
Sure.
I guess just the pattern that I've noticed is like it's a constant process of emotional justification for their actions without admitting that it was a mistake.
I think it's not necessarily because in their heart of hearts they believe it.
Yeah.
It's because it works. Like every time the cop lets the woman off the hook for the speeding ticket because she's crying, it just trains that kind of behavior in women.
Okay.
Very true.
Like, to what extent has acting in that way caused the dad to let up when she was a girl?
There's a quote from Socrates that goes, "Trust not a woman when she weeps, for it is her nature to weep when she wants her will."
Big up Socrates.
Thoughts on that?
It's a banger.
Sorry, Madison.
Works.
I agree.
I do hold more accountability on our mothers.
That's a fact. Because we're getting raised by our mothers.
Because our
Mama, I'm sorry, but this is true.
mothers raised us to be that way. Understand the woman, open the door for her, and all of this. Be nice, work for the woman, and take care of her, and take care of your kids. And if she has kids, take care of her kids. Be a stand-up man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That was true. Be a stand-up man. But Cashy Diamond, what you say?
When me come, I want you come on for me.
Okay.
But at the same time, that same mother is teaching her daughter, get yourself a job so you don't need no man.
And you see on the side of the screen, the same mother's teaching her daughter these things as well. This jump and clap business.
This, that, third, so you don't need no man. So you don't need no man, so you don't need no man. Now we got a whole community of women that's being raised not to need no man, but they got a bunch of men that was raised to want the woman and work for the woman. So in all, our mothers has failed us as men because they raised us to chase women that they taught to reject us. So we don't.
They raised us to chase women that they themselves taught to reject us. To blood clot, brother. Ricky Turbo.
No man. This, that, third, so you don't need no man. So you don't need no man, so you don't need no man. Now we got a whole community of women that's being raised not to need no man, but they got a bunch of men that was raised to want the woman and work for the woman. So in all, our mothers has failed us as men because they raised us to chase women that they taught to reject us. So we don't win at all.
What the blood clot you do for me? Come off.
Okay, so this to all my Jamaican men and all the people who understand the Jamaican dialect. What she's saying is some women just simply don't want to have no man lingering around them after she gets her nut. Get out.
He needs some milk.
Well, in essence, that's what she's saying. Let's go.
Me come already. I'm finished. This is it. That's what sex was about. You, me, come, you come. If you know, say me I come and me I tell you, oh, I'm coming. Oh my God, I'm coming right now. Me I go give ample me I give about a good 10 or 20 seconds of leeway. Set up yourself, brother. Set up yourself. Cause nothing nice when you're and a person bust together. Set up yourself, my youth. Me come and you still at a bum. Why you come again? Come again. I want to push a blood clot pencil and you have blood clot hooded. Why you come again? Nah, you have to come 2-3 times. Woman, them want to lie too, not fool no, but then come 2-3 times. I lie, them I tell you here. Because you can never tell when we really come.
Attention.
Now, y'all know she said that I didn't.
How to truly be inside of your feminine, which means trusting the leadership of your partner, because
same way me laugh, some woman would I laugh. But what she's saying is 100% true. Trusting the leadership is very feminine. And when a woman talks soft and is in her feminine, she's actually in control. But someone got to teach you that. I don't got a white jacket and a doctorate degree. Someone else got to tell you that for you to believe them. Let's go.
Now, y'all know she said that I didn't.
how to truly be inside of your feminine, which means trusting the leadership of your partner, because feminine chooses certainty. Feminine doesn't choose flow, because feminine is flow, right? Feminine energy. When we choose to understand that it is our biggest opportunity to seek out the needs of a man without him expressing them, I think a beautiful opportunity for us to empower that man and ride through the storms. I feel like
so now she's laughing, right? But what you're teaching her
is to blame somebody.
Blame some, and we do this.
Yeah. And it's like, sis, walk straight. Right. It was you.
And then when she becomes an adult and she's doing the same behavior that we've coached her to, and then we're just like, why don't you have accountability? Because the men in her life told her she didn't have to be accountable.
All right, so his point from the beginning was pretty much that every time we see something, we see the little girls in our family doing something, they always get excused and they take that behavior until they're older. Seems like it's kind of like that's what he's saying still. So you know why some women cannot be held accountable? Because they've never grown accountable. They've never been told no.
They were going to take care of everything for her. And that's when I started to like just do history and be like, you know what, I'm not blaming women.
Girl getting crazy and crazy. They just found a Coca-Cola truck full of kids.
This is something that we've been hearing about on the streets. Where are all these kids going when they go missing?
Shut up!
I better, before they censor me.
In Cicero, Illinois. This shit wild, man.
Yo.
Oh, they just found
Rewind. What did they find? What did they just find? Yo.
Girl getting crazy and crazy. They just found a Coca-Cola truck full of kids in Cicero, Illinois.
What?
This shit wild, man. Oh, they just found a truck full of kids in that motherfucking Coca-Cola motherfucking truck. We all, hey, they got you now.
Wow.
This shit crazy. I'm telling a million kids in that motherfucker. I went out for they just traveled. This shit is crazy.
Is the big boys involved? Are those big conglomerates involved? That truck, you saw the name on the truck. I ain't gonna call their name. What the bomb clout go on, bro?
And I'll never forget, I was in the 4th grade and my dad called me. It was on a Wednesday. He was like, hey, son, when Friday come, I'm going to come pick you up. I'm like, all right, cool. Heck yeah. And like, we're going to spend the whole weekend together. I'm excited. I get off school.
Okay.
I sit in that window all day, fall asleep on the couch, wake up like, dang, he didn't come. And I thought to myself, at 10 years old, I'm like, if I ever have kids, if I tell them I'm going to do something, then I'm going to do it. Just because you had or have a deadbeat father,
don't mean
he can still teach you a lesson of what not to do.
Right, and it doesn't mean you got to be a deadbeat. You can take those lessons, learn from other people's mistakes, or learn from your own past. Real talk.
With your children, of what not to be with your children. You don't have to turn out like him. You can be better than him. You can take what he did to you and use that as an example for good. Out of bad, you can always get good.
Real talk. Real talk. Out of bad, you can always get good. It's the Mr. Show. And remember to like and subscribe.